Welcome to Around the Armstrong Table. Wait till you guys see what I'm going to be putting together today. Oh, enjoy this one.
Time to cook some lobster bisque. What do you guys think? Let's do it.
Yeah, you heard me. We're definitely going to be doing this one the right way. So I got a pot on the stove, and of course I got the star of the show, which are my lobster tails. I'm going to bring that pot up to a boil, and we got to make that water taste like the sea, so I'm going to be throwing a bunch of sea salt in there. Okay? Be generous with this one. Don't hold back. It's perfectly okay. Squeeze in some fresh lemon juice. Throw that half a lemon in there with it, and then you come in with the tails. The rule of thumb for lobster tails, or really any type of lobster, is to cook them for 8 minutes per pound, especially when you boil them. Okay? So this is not going to take long at all to cook the lobsters. And what we'll do is, once they're done, we're going to put them aside. We'll put them in a nice icy water bath, so that way they'll be happy. And then of course I'll go ahead and take the shells off. So next, what we're going to do is we're going to keep some of that lobster water, if you want to say, and we're going to put that aside. Next, we got to get the base of this lobster bisque ready to go. So of course I'm going to be coming in with my mirepoix, which is onions, celery, and carrots. Now, instead of a regular onion, I am using shallots, so I'm substituting the onion out. But I think the shallots have more of a sweeter taste, so that's why I like to use that instead of an onion, because I feel like it's a little more pungent. Okay, so I'll get those into the same pot that I used to boil the lobsters. Obviously, I let all that water out and clean the pot, get it ready to go for the other ingredients. Okay, so what I want to do is just get these to sweat just a little bit, okay? And I'm going to add in some whole garlic cloves. 4 or 5 will do it. If you want to add more, feel free. And now that I got the lobster tails peeled, I'm throwing in the shells. This is where all the flavor of this dish comes in at, okay? And it just adds so much to throw the tails in, because basically you're making your own lobster broth, and I can't tell you how excited I am. So I added in some tomato paste. I'm also going to come in with some sherry, which you guys have seen me use many times. Okay, and then the secret ingredient for this one is a little sweet vermouth. Okay, my mother-in-law would be happy with this one, because whenever she makes a Manhattan, or she orders a Manhattan, she gets extra sweet vermouth in it. I'm telling you, that's her favorite drink. So we're gonna come in with the lemon juice as well, and we just want to squeeze it. We're not gonna add in the lemon; we don't need that in there. Okay, I'm using some Obey for this particular recipe. No Tony's this time. And so I just sprinkle a little bit of that in there. There's that lobster broth that we had earlier. So again, the theme is all about lobster. I did add in some chicken broth. I probably could have just used water for this one, but I wanted to go ahead and use that. I couldn't find any seafood broth in my grocery store, so I had to use what was available. So now we're just going to let this cook down. And we just want to let that flavor just intensify with the shells, all of the fresh ingredients that are in there, and of course the 2 additional liquids that I added, which is the sherry and the sweet vermouth. This is all about flavor and intensifying as much as possible. So you can let that cook for a good 25-30 minutes. You can let it even go longer, it'll reduce. So now what I want to do is I'm going to drain that, and obviously I don't want to eat the lobster shells. and we're gonna put that broth aside, okay? So next I'm gonna be making some garlic toast. And the way I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna roast a full garlic head, okay? And I'm gonna do this right in my air fryer. It's gonna be simple and quick. Just take the garlic clove, the whole garlic head, and what you wanna do is put some oil on it, some salt, some pepper, put it in your air fryer for 18 to 20 minutes. And that's pretty much it. The degrees you want to put it on is about 400 degrees, and it's quick. And the garlic, it's perfect every single time. Okay, I had a little fumbleitis there, but that's all right. It's just the top part. So what you want to do is we're gonna make the butter, and this, I guess you can call it the compound butter if you want to. So I put the garlic cloves in there. I got some Parmesan cheese. Of course, I gotta add the butter, and then a little bit of parsley. And to kick this up one more level, I went ahead and added in some Old Bay, because why the heck not? You know, might as well go ahead and throw that in there as well and mix that with this delicious butter. So I got some crusty bread, and what I want to do is I'm just gonna slice the bread on the bias here, mainly for presentation. It just looks nice. And I'll go ahead and spread that butter on there, add more cheese, because again, why not? It just adds to the flavor of the garlic toast. And I'm telling you, my mouth is watering already. I'm so ready to eat this. You guys have no idea. So the bread is done. I'm gonna put it aside. So next, do you see this delicious broth that we have here? Okay, so I'm gonna add some heavy cream to it, and of course this is gonna be another element of the lobster bisque that's just gonna bring it all together. To ensure that I get the right thickness, I did a little bit of a cornstarch slurry, okay? And for all my friends that are gluten, I'm sorry, it just makes it so much better. So I had to go ahead and add it in there to get that thickness that we want with this lobster bisque. And as you can see, it is come together absolutely beautifully. So what I want to do with the lobster is it's already cooked, okay? This is only to heat it up and to add a little bit more flavor, because the last thing I want is tough, rubbery lobster. So I'm only gonna cook this for no more than a minute, okay? And I'm just gonna toss the lobster in some butter, which is just gonna add some additional flavor. So this will be quick. Like I said, only gonna take a minute, and I'm gonna put that lobster aside. As we come to a conclusion, I want to take the time to say Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. I'm so thankful for my wife and my mom and my mother-in-law, and obviously my sisters as well. So want to thank all the mothers. But take the time, please like, subscribe, make sure you comment, offer suggestions on the channel. But I'm telling you, this dish right here, takes some time to put together. So you got to be patient with it, but it is absolutely delicious. I promise you, if you try to make it, follow these steps, it's going to be perfect. From my table to your table, guys, please enjoy, and I'll see you on the next one.